Pure retro elegance stuns in a vintage green sequin dress. A new set of photographs featuring Zhang Jingyi has been released, and she immediately captures attention in a green vintage-inspired dress. The design makes her look elegant, refreshing, and quietly enchanting, almost like a cooling touch of mint arriving in the middle of a warm summer afternoon. The dress comes alive beneath the light, with its shimmering surface evoking the glamour of an earlier era while retaining a youthful and modern spirit. As the light moves gently across the fabric, different shades of green gradually emerge, giving the photographs a delicate visual rhythm. Even when Zhang Jingyi is simply standing still before the camera, the design recalls the graceful fashion of the past. But its clean styling keeps the overall look from appearing dated. Rather than recreating vintage beauty too literally, the creative team has borrowed its romantic atmosphere and reinterpreted it through a contemporary lens. This produces a nostalgic appearance that still feels relevant today. What makes these photographs especially memorable is the way Zhang Jingyi carries such an eye-catching outfit without allowing it to overwhelm her presence. Reflective fabrics can easily become the only detail viewers remember. Yet her composed posture and natural expressions gradually draw the attention back to the woman wearing the clothes. Her makeup has been kept fresh and restrained, allowing her natural features to remain visible beneath the polished styling. Her luminous complexion, softly defined lips, and expressive eyes complement the green tones without competing with them. The simplicity of her hairstyle brings a welcome sense of balance to the overall appearance. The carefully tailored silhouette follows the graceful lines of her figure while preserving a light and flowing quality. Its cut flatters her shape without appearing restrictive, while the movement of the skirt adds softness to the composition. From the gentle fall of the fabric to the understated accessories, every element seems to have been selected with a clear understanding of proportion. Zhang Jingyi also demonstrates a keen awareness of how small physical movements can change the mood of a photograph. A gentle smile makes her appear warm and approachable, while a more direct gaze gives her a composed and self-assured presence. Instead of forcing a contrast between these moods, she moves between them naturally, revealing a broad expressive range without making the photoshoot feel inconsistent. What stands out to me is that her restraint feels more compelling than exaggerated posing, because she seems to understand that confidence does not always need to be loud. A slight adjustment of her shoulders, a turn of her face, or a subtle change in her eyes can communicate more than an overly dramatic gesture. This is particularly true in a fashion concept built around elegance rather than spectacle. This ability is important for an actress, because still photography presents a different challenge from performing in a film or television drama. Without dialogue, movement, or narrative development to support the emotion, a single expression must suggest an entire atmosphere. Zhang Jingyi appears increasingly comfortable with this form of visual storytelling, allowing every frame to feel intentional without becoming artificial. The photographs also demonstrate the effectiveness of knowing when to stop adding details. The green fabric already provides color, texture, and movement, so the remaining elements have been kept comparatively simple. Had the team introduced heavier makeup, more elaborate jewelry, or an overly complicated background, the final result might have lost its clarity. There is also a human element behind the apparent effortlessness of the shoot. Celebrity images are rarely the achievement of one person. Photographers, stylists, makeup artists, lighting specialists, and editors all contribute to the finished result. Their collaboration can be seen in the consistent color palette and the careful balance between the subject, her clothing, and the surrounding environment. Even so, technical preparation can only create the setting, while the person in front of the camera must give that setting emotional meaning. Lighting can shape a face and tailoring can refine a silhouette, but neither can replace individuality or presence. Zhang Jingyi succeeds because she genuinely engages with the concept instead of merely standing within an attractive setting. Another strength of the photoshoot is that it does not appear desperate to attract online attention through unusual accessories or exaggerated visual tricks. At a time when celebrity fashion is often designed around the possibility of going viral, these photographs rely on color, texture, and personality to leave an impression. This restraint gives the photographs a more lasting quality because they do not depend on a temporary gimmick. Viewers may initially notice the striking green color, but what remains afterwards is the sense of harmony across the entire composition. Every creative choice serves the same atmosphere, rather than competing to become the most noticeable element. Green itself also carries interesting associations with nature, tranquility, and renewal, making it particularly suitable for a summer concept. Instead of presenting the color as merely bright or playful, the photographs explore its more sophisticated character. They show how the shade can feel luxurious while retaining a sense of freshness. From a broader perspective, this appearance suggests that Zhang Jingyi is becoming more deliberate and purposeful in her approach to fashion. She is not simply following trends or relying entirely on her natural beauty. She is learning how clothing, color, and body language can work together to create a recognizable visual identity. To me, the most impressive part of this photo shoot is the sense of ease she brings to every frame. She does not appear to be trying to prove that she is beautiful, since that is already evident. Instead, she demonstrates a growing understanding of how beauty can communicate mood, personality, and narrative. This green vintage-inspired appearance, therefore, becomes more than another attractive celebrity look. It demonstrates how thoughtful styling, creative collaboration, and subtle personal expression can transform a simple photo shoot into a coherent visual story. A story that feels refreshing without being superficial and glamorous without becoming excessive. What impression does Zhang Jingyi's shimmering green look leave on you? Timeless elegance or modern confidence?